After 35 years of service, the former port manager of the Nigerian Ports Authority, Oluwafunmilayo Olotu, has bowed out of service. Fondly referred to as the Queen of Seaports by her peers, Olotu has served as the longest port manager in the history of the Nigerian Ports Authority, with a total of 7 years at the Calabar Port to the Lagos Port Complex as the 26th port manager. While speaking at the valedictory session organized for her by the NPA in Lagos, Olotu said that with a strong commitment to professionalism, the port sector was able to win the fight against corruption, improve trade facilitation, and surmounted other challenges that hindered effective business activities during her reign. Other stakeholders, including terminal operators, truck owners, and the shipping community, commended Olotu for her work ethics and transforming the LPC as well as the maritime industry.
Found in my mom a very dutiful and diligent person. I mean, I just keep marveling at how all of these years of her being in the work scene, I've always known her to be a career woman anyway. I've never actually felt that she's been an absent mom. She's always been there, and sometimes I can't wrap my head around it, how she's really able to do so much. She's busy on the work scene. We know, we see it because we feel it even at home. We get to see some of the things she gets to do. And but she's always been there. She's always been there, right on time. She never misses the necessary events. She's just a call away. When she's not available, she's at least a text away. So she's always kept the lines open with family, and I've seen that with us, our children, and as well in our relations with other members of our extended family. I think that it's something that I personally credit her for. God has really helped her. I'm grateful to God for all He has helped her to achieve all these years. We've known her to be very big on integrity. That is one lesson she's taught us as our children, taught us to be hardworking, taught us to be very dedicated, and of course to be fair to all. Treat everyone the same. Treat the gateman like you would treat the CEO, the same level of honor, because honor, really, all men are deserving of honor, even as scriptures teach us.
Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé òun náà kò báṣẹ́ jẹ́, ó ṣàṣeyọrí. Ọpẹ́ mi wá ó lọ sọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run pé wọ́n ṣe torí ọba oníṣẹ́ àrà ni. Ojú ẹ̀ rí ṣùgbọ́n a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé ó conquered gbogbo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀.
Well, Mrs. Olotu served meritoriously for 35 years with the Nigerian Port Authority, and she served at various departments of the corporation. She was at one time the port manager of Calabar Port. Because she did so well, she was transferred to Lagos, and she was the immediate past port manager of Papa. By extension, my port manager. I call her my port manager. And Mrs. Olotu she was just really dedicated. It's very hard to find someone like her.
Olotu, this 35 years of meritorious service is not a joke. It is a divine privilege. And with a grateful heart, we are joining her to say thank you to our Heavenly Father. Mrs. Olotu, since we met, has been very committed, even in the church. And so it's not a surprise that even at work, in the public service, she proved her mettle, and she was able to be led by God this far, even in the ministry.
I know what it means to serve in the public service or the civil service, and you excel as Fumi has done. It takes a lot of wit, it takes discipline, it takes decency, it takes high level of resourcefulness. For those who don't know the public service or the civil service, they easily throw away and say the civil service is nothing or the public service is nothing. That is actually the bedrock of the system.
Out of my 50-something years, it has been God all the way. In the program, we would have seen Psalm 124, and that, I think, sums up my gratitude to God, my feelings, my emotions. And the psalm says, if not for God who had been on our side, so let Israel say, if not for God who had been on our side, They would have swallowed us up alive. They would have buried us. But the Lord showed up for us. And that is my story. In the course of 35 years in Nigerian Ports Authority, if not for God, who had been on my side in a male-dominated area, I don't know what I would have done. So I owe God the gratitude to be able to witness a day like this alive. We keep saying that when we enter vertically, may we exit vertically. Because some people enter vertically, but they live horizontally on a stretcher, as corpses, but God spared my life. So I'm grateful to God. And my charge to everybody out there, wherever you find yourself working, put in your best. Serve the land. We should stop the negatives about Nigeria. I so much believe that Nigeria is going to be great. Things might be tough now, yes, but we will get there.
The truth is, it's not that easy, 35 years, when you don't know what tomorrow holds. But Lord, in infinite mercy, brought us this far. Tough, challenging. There are times that it was so frightening. We were all full of prayer that she would not be killed. Particularly in those areas where she has to stand against corruption, where she has to say no to all those extorting money. It was a tough one. How about maligning? So many things they did. But God remained faithful, and God did so wonderfully well. So for her, I've gone down 35 years. And one great thing we should all never forget is the grace of God. 35 years, and you finish in good health. It's not a case that every morning you are swallowing drug, you adjust yourself, still like the way you started. It's only grace of God. She's one of the few people that can say enjoy the blessing of God. And I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. So it's a great thing to have her back home intact. Now better than when we started.